one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Cyclones offense making their way on the field today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running down and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Buckeyes offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to throw it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
getting set up. Here's second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Becht. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the Cyclones will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
Send the back in motion. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Heading left after the handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Hansen. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Becht. Course a fastball, but it's intercepted.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The ball is loose. Guy who pops it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover.
And the Buckeyes take over first and 10.
So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Back to pass. It's Sayin. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And they will try out the field goal team here. And it's good right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
The ball is caught. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Quick throw over the middle. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT puts him up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he pulls in the catch. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
1st down and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looking to throw. It's Becht. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Cyclones' offense is on the move now. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of the...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson, that's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Had nothing going early, but now this group has begun to click. Can they get more points on the board before halftime? He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's a bullet, but incomplete. Third down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. To throw, it's Becht. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. Brought down, and not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Looking to throw again.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. This one will be fair caught. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Cyclones will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Snags the quick throw. Great cut. They whiff on him. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Sayan. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught on the outside, it's Smith. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught, can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Able to try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Becht. looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Let's fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Cyclones starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Bringing pressure. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Here's the second down play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Becht. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys in bounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First down, we're going to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
As the RPO caught to the right. The Buckeyes churn out another first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. To the air, it's Becht. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they'll use the ground game here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them, see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.